Welcome to Bears in Exile. Today is October 5th, and it is time for the market overview, looking at all the things that we always look at, and a couple of extras just for good measure. Alright, we had a nice day in the market. We pointed out early in the daily running thread that UUP was having some issues, should be going down, and it did, and the market went up, and it was good. On the Dow, we had the uptick, finally. Gives us a target not far away from here at all. It's very modest. I mean, we don't have good separation of the short-term moving averages, so the uptick is not, it's kind of compressed. It only gives us a target around about 10,990 roundabout, and that is just a little stone's throw away from where we are now. No problem at all to meet that. So, what would be nice is if the uptick target is met, it continues to go up, which would require moving past the major price consensus level for this month. And if we do that, we're looking at a bar retest just north of 11,150. That would just be a very basic bar retest, not even getting into the bar. But regardless, that's a couple hundred points away if we were to get that, and that'd be a nice move. It would be lower than this previous peak, whether you count the real bodies or the shadows, and which would be fantastic. That would have everything lined up once again for another failure, going into the bar, get a lot of people bullish, shake out a lot of bears. All of that is good. Today we could have the CCI ticking up. See the 14-day RSI moving average getting barely a tiny little downtick, not much of anything. Fast stochastic going up, slow stochastic still pointing down, RSI still pointing down. Uptick on the histogram, uptick on the MACD. Do not have a bullish cross yet. Not bad. Our intraday time frames are not poor. We're looking for resets on the 5-minute and on the 30-minute. But beyond that, everything is pretty good. Here is the 60-minute for fun. You can see that we do have full crossover and separation going into the bar. This is the 60-minute time period. And it is putting the hurt on the bar, which is to be expected with that formation. Stochastics are getting high. CCI is getting high. RSI is almost high. And look at that, 14-day RSI moving average in the 60-minute time period, just barely getting underway. We definitely could have a nice little move up, especially after the stochastics reset. So, anyways, pretty positive. Definitely not positive long term, but in the immediate to intermediate future, that would serve our purpose as well. SPX more of the same, still just a nice big green candle. Yeah, it has a little bit of a shadow, but we have our uptick. Uptick target is not far away at all. Looking for about 1147, 3 points away. And if we were to get a bar retest, basic bar retest, we have that coincides with the major price consensus level right about 1170. Makes complete sense. And just like the Dow, that would be less than the previous peak, real body or shadow. Looks pretty nice to me. That would be the represent the stochastics climbing up, getting above the 14-day RSI moving average before turning around and heading down. So all makes complete sense. Love it. The VIX had a nasty day again. Had our double bearish engulfing last night. Broke through the major price consensus level for the current month. Notice that last month's major price consensus level stopped it today. We're not yet quite to a basic bar retest, but we have done a corrective move and overshot. So a bar retest would be completely appropriate at this time. Notice the fast and slow stochastics descending in the daily time period, and we want to see those get below the 14-day RSI moving average before they turn around and continue on their way up. 14-day RSI moving average is still pointing up. 60-minute time period just for fun. You can see it break down this morning. Got complete crossover and separation prior to entering the bar. Of course, it put the hurt on the bar, went right through it. And we have the 14-day RSI moving average clicking down, doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing. And yeah, we have a little bit of hook on the histogram at the end of the day, but still, this is great. Stochastics ready to move up and meet up with the 14-day RSI moving average. Complete his move down, and then by that time we'll be ready for a move up and complete the movement on the daily time period. So all this looks good. All this looks good. Everything doing what it should be doing. TNA, a nice little move today, ended 34.47, still very low for TNA standards. And the uptick target from yesterday was met. And we have these stochastics moving up. So just like everything else, waiting for them to get above the 14 and turn around. So hopefully that move will complete and won't turn around before then, but which is always a possibility, but still, doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad. UUP. Alright, this one we were calling out today, and we got a nice decent move down. We're nowhere near the downtick target, which was made today, and we called that out in the daily running thread looking for a downtick. We got it today, and we have a target of 22.15, 20 cents to the downside, just for a bubble corrective move, just for that. Notice that that size of a move will only take care of the upper price consensus level. It will still have the major price consensus level to catch it, and if it were to go all the way down to there, that would be a basic bar retest. You'll notice that since we broke out a few weeks back, we have not had a bar retest, which is healthy, which is needed. And now would be a really nice time, because you can see the 200-day moving average right here, confluence with the major price consensus level and the bar, going down, doing our healthy bar retest and bouncing off of it. You have some major support. Totally makes sense. I hope that is what occurs, and we'll know real soon. Ended the day with a really weird looking spinning top, but we have that down tick. That's all we need, and there you have that. FXE got the uptick. Still have plenty of room before we meet its uptick target at about 134.5. So a couple $1.50 to go on FXE. That'll be a nice bubble corrective move, and it actually is kind of close to the lower price consensus level for this month, and maybe it'll bounce off of that. If we were to get a totally nice move all the way up to the bar for a bar retest and presumably failure, that would be a very nice move, and hopefully we'll get that. We did end the day with the spinning top. Notice the 14-day RSI moving average, very, very low. We're just waiting for, yeah, it actually got a downtick on it today, which is kind of surprising because it looked like we were getting the curl yesterday, and it moved down just a little bit. Matter of fact, I'm going to look at UUP and see what that one looks like. Yeah, it actually moved up a hair. Very interesting. Very interesting. So, all we need is for that to recurl and go on its way. GLD, second VIX. Nice little move up today. We finally got, we got another uptick, giving us a target of 162.50. And if fear is starting to wane, that's great. That would actually cause it to go down. But if the dollar is going down, it's going to cause it to go up, and I believe the dollar wins. So 14-day RSI moving average waiting for that one to curl up. But it's getting ready. And last but not least, actually not last, silver. Silver finally got an uptick. Gives us a target of 32. Yep. Giving us a target of 32, 14-day RSI moving average yet to curl over. Fast stochastic on the way up, along with the RSI, CCI, and histogram, and not quite the MACD yet. So 32. We'll be seeing if that happens. Got 4 days. Now for some extras. Extras are good. How about bank? Well, here's Bank of America, the weakest, sickest major bank out there. Ended with a hammer. Still no uptick. 14-day RSI moving average still slanting down at a good angle. Uptick on the CCI, uptick on both stochastics. Downtick on the RSI getting to oversold. Uptick on the histogram, side tick on the MACD. So, combination of a hammer, a little mini hammer, and the stochastics trying to move up. It'd be nice to see this, get a little bit of a pop, get the stochastics above the 14-day RSI moving average, trick everybody, and then have it roll over. That works for me. How about a casino? Here's LVS. Got a hammer. We had the uptick from yesterday. Uptick has a target of 42, just above 42. $2 away. And stochastics pulling up. RSI 14-day still pointing down. Everything else getting an uptick. Yeah, I could see this one hitting 42 easy. It's just below the previous month's major price consensus level. And yeah, totally easy. And just for fun, Apple. Hey, we never look at Apple, right? Yeah, all the way down from 420 to a bottom, wow, yesterday of 354. Woo! And already back up to 378. Well, what do we see here on the daily? Well, we see that we have a bar retest. We see that almost had complete separation prior to entering the bar, but not quite, thus minimizing its chances to actually hurt and destroy the bar. You can see that it barely closed below the lower price consensus level yesterday for the previous month, and we are above it again today, along with the upper price consensus. Oh, we touched the upper price consensus level from the previous month today and backed away a little bit. Still above the 200-day moving average. CCI up, stochastics up, RSI up, uptick on the histogram, side tick, oh, slight downtick on the MACD, and we have barely a crossover on the 14-day RSI moving average. So, this one should pop as the stochastics get above the 14-day RSI moving average, turn around, and continue its descent. With any luck, that'll be a double top way up here at 420, and or just shy. But still, Apple, very cool company, and very strong company. Who knows, maybe I'll just go up to 1,000. 60-minute time period just for fun. CCI leveling out at the end of the day, stochastics getting very high and ready to roll over. 14-day RSI moving average getting underway to the upside. Slight uptick on RSI, uptick on the histogram, uptick on the MACD. And beyond that, we can see where it broke down underneath the forming bearish bar over the last several days. And we are going up in the 60-minute time period to test the bar. Notice it does not have complete crossover and separation, although it has not entered the bar yet. It is knocking on its door and kind of petering out at the same time, which is not the greatest sign, but looking at those stochastics, no wonder. So you would need to see these go down, meet the 14-day march up, and really have the good move. And there it is. There's the market overview for tonight. UUP is the key. UUP. So keep your eyes upon that, and good luck to everybody. As always, all investing decisions are your own. This chart and video are for entertainment, educational, and consumption of time purposes only.